When I first heard about HANA in the year maybe 2011, I knew it did something in modeling and some reporting were happening at lightning speed. The next year I was with a client who were implementing BW in HANA, and I thought HANA was for BW guys and they were responsible for the modeling and the reporting. But as and when HANA evolved, there were evolution in the roles and responsibility of the consultants. Now HANA has a wide range of consultants in its ecosystem who have specialized duties. So in this slide, I have tried to put some 8 roles, so which we will discuss now. The HANA DB consultants or the HANA database consultants are the first in this ecosystem. So they help us in data provisioning. So when you move from old database, from the Oracle or SQL database to HANA database, they are the guys who will help us in migrating using different tools, using the ETL, and they help in moving from one system to another. The second one is the HANA database administrator. So these are like our regular basis and security guys, but they are now specialized in HANA database. So they monitor the database health, they help us in creation of users, they look after the authorizations and also backup and recovery. Then the first set of consultants who did something which was physically visualized, which we can visualize, are the BW guys. So the BW guys who were earlier working in BW, now they became BW HANA developers. So now they were responsible for the reporting, using the different tools which were there in their arsenal. In the early HANA days, HANA modelers were the ones who were in maximum demand. They defined relationship between tables and helped the business to extract valid data and model them as per business needs. And they are the first set of HANA spaces who specialized in the analytical, attribute and calculation views. In fact, the BW developers and HANA modelers are usually the same guy in a project, and there is no solid line to demarcate their duties. HANA then gave birth to developers who were neither ABAPers nor BW guys. They were called native HANA developers. So who are they? So after some time I realized that HANA has two-tier architecture. It means that HANA has a database as expected, and also it has a lightweight application layer. So the HANA database does not have a presentation layer, otherwise it would have been a standalone 3-tier architecture system in itself. So since it lacks the presentation layer, so therefore it is called a 2-tier architecture system. So since it has its own application layer, so developer can build complete end-to-end application or solution on top of HANA. So by using Java or Node.js or XS Classics, in fact, we can also build UI5 application on top of HANA database. So we are not talking about UI5 application on top of application layer on top of HANA. No, HANA itself has a lightweight application layer. So you can develop UI5 based on the application, the lightweight application which is inside HANA database. So here you have a database and you also have an application layer. We are not talking about this application layer, but the application layer which is in the HANA database, and that application layer helps in development, and those developers who work on that HANA database and its application layer are called native HANA developers. Then we have our SAP mobility guys who develop native applications, mobile applications for the HANA database. So they are more or less the front-end developers, but specialized in mobility. And then when we come to Fiori developers and UX designer, so we can also say that there are some Fiori security guys as well. So usually they are the same DB administrator or the security guys, but sometimes you also have specific Fiori security guy as well. But the developers which we are interested as a ABAPer would be Fiori developers. So usually the Fiori developers can be an ABAPer, but in some projects those Fiori developers are the front-end technology guys who have no idea of SAP, but still they can work in SAP HANA database and consume data from HANA database only at the front end. So they create the applications, they deploy the applications, and they consume the OData services which are developed by the ABAPers, and they pull data and push data from the front end to the database. So this is another set of consultants who come in this HANA ecosystem. Finally, the ABAP for SAP HANA developers. They are the age-old ABAPers who have transformed from a regular ABAPer to HANA ABAP developers. So what do? So they help in migration of the existing code to the HANA and S4 HANA setup. They run the new tools like ATC and SCI, etc. to analyze the existing design and propose the improvement steps to take the maximum benefit of the in-memory database, right? They now work more at the OData and NetWeaver gateway because they have to interact with the Fury or the front-end developers, so they work on that NetWeaver layer as well. They now use CDS views, new SQL, AMDP, stored procedures, and also work in Eclipse and HANA Studio and ABAP development tools, that is ADT. So those are the new things which this ABAP for SAP HANA developers have to work. So if you are a regular ABAPer, you need to work hard to grow yourself to ABAP on SAP HANA and ABAP for SAP HANA developers. So that's the future for the ABAPers. So these are the 8 roles which I thought it's worth mentioning, but this is not the complete list. So there might be broken down into several other roles, but if you know or learn about these 8 roles, I think you cover most of the areas in SAP HANA projects.